One of the questions I get at a lot of the events we do are pensions safe? And overall, throughout history, pensions have been safe, but there's been a lot of scrutiny about the changes that are happening to pension plans all across the country. And if you're a state worker, we've seen a lot of changes here throughout the nation. And one of the concerns that I have is, some of the changes that are happening here in Ohio. PERS announces sweeping change that's going to affect over 1.3 million future as well as current retirees. Overall, as far as pension liability, when we look at the financial crisis back in 2008, when the mortgage crisis was about $550 billion, brought our economy to a halt. Well, if you look at the total unfunded pension liability across this nation, we're about $4 trillion of unfunded pension liability in the public sector when it comes to pension plans. Here in the state of Ohio, we're the third worst run pension system. We're $282 billion of unfunded pension liability. Illinois is $292 billion, and the joke about Illinois is if you win the lottery, you better take the lump sum, simply because they can't make the payments. And California by far is the worst, $654 billion of unfunded pension liability. And in the state of California, I remember back in late 2016, I saw a video online, and the lady was well within her 70s. She was getting a great pension from CalPERS, the California Public Employees Retirement System. She was getting a pension check of $3,900 a month. Well, you gotta realize, folks, she lives in California and real estate prices are through the roof. And she got a letter stating about the 15th of December 2016 that her pension of $3,900 would be reduced all the way down to $1,900. Now, if that was your situation, what would you do? Again, pensions can change due to bankruptcy laws, and that's what happened in this situation. Now, what happens if you say, well, I don't work for the state, me and my spouse don't work for the state, but maybe I work at Honda or AT&T or a major corporation out there that has a pension. Well, again, we've seen a lot of changes happen to pension plans. I was just at my mom's 80th birthday party not too long ago, and one of my cousins that worked at the Hoover Company, I was getting a $2,400 pension, now getting half of that. Big Bear, I've had several people, we've retired in the last year that have had second jobs, but one of my clients retired this year and said, you don't have to tell me about pension liability, I lost 2/3 of my pension from Big Bear. United Airlines, obviously General Motors is in the news again. We had an associate attend one of our upcoming events that we had, and he worked at Delphi and lost everything in his pension. So again, when you start looking at pension liability, folks, it's only good as who's backing it. And if a company goes through a financial hardship, that can change the amount in which you get. How would you like to again go from $3,900 down to $1,900? Again, this is the liability. This is the issue. If you take the pension from a company or state agency, you may not get that the rest of your life.